In terms of obstacles, we're looking at a business that has not hit its targets. It's let's assume you're at your quarterly meeting, your March meeting, right? And your target by now is 60 million because you have a target of hitting 240 million at the end of the year. So as of March, you expected to have hit 60 million. Instead, you hit 45. And now you're asking yourself, what are the obstacles? Mic check. Mic is good. So the first question is, what do we need? So resources. It could be that the reason you did not hit your target is that there are things you're supposed to have. There are resources that you need to have that you don't have. And there are different types of resources. Finance is a resource. You want to hit your target, but you're not doing enough marketing. Why? You need money to do marketing. You need money to get involved in advertising, mobilize your sales team and all that. Finance can be a resource that you lack that might be in the way. Information is a resource that you may lack. Maybe there's information that you need that will make you better at attracting customers, converting those customers, retaining those customers, improving your pricing strategy. It could be information about your competitors. It could be information about the needs and the peculiar behaviors of your consumers, right? It could be behaviors about the general economy and why it is affecting your sales, right? So information is a resource. Expertise, capabilities is a resource. Human resources, talent. There are people you need that either maybe in your sales function, in your production operations, right? The people you have right now, maybe you are short-staffed, or the people you have right now don't really have the knowledge and the skill and experience required to deliver 60 million in sales, right? So what it means is that you are lacking something in terms of capabilities. It could be physical assets, right? The reason you did not hit your target is that the equipment you have right now, the machine you have right now, you are producing at the maximum capacity, and the equipment is breaking down. So it's either you need to overhaul the equipment or replace the equipment with a more modern, higher capacity equipment. If you do not replace it, then you are stuck at 45 million because you cannot sell more than what you can produce. So it could be that the key obstacle is that you are limited in terms of your production capacity, your assets. It could be that you are limited in terms of space. The space you have is so small that it will not be able to accommodate more customers. The ambience is poor. We need to improve the space and things like that. So that's a critical question. What do we need? What resources do we need? Is it a financial resource? Is it an intellectual resource, talent? Is it a physical resource, space, equipment, vehicles, computers, whatever it is? Very important question, because if you do not address the resource challenges, it will very likely be that when you show up at your next review meeting, you will still be facing the same limitations because the obstacle is still in the way. You have not removed the obstacle that is standing in the way of you achieving those goals, right? The next question is, what should we do? Sometimes the obstacle is something you are not doing, key activities. There are key actions, important actions at the strategic level, at the tactical level, at the operational level. Strategic level could be that you want to double your sales, but one strategic relationship, strategic partnership with a distributor. Imagine you are into retail products. You sell fresh farm produce, right? Imagine what a partnership with getting on board as a distributor for a ShopRite or any of these big malls, any of these big retail brands can do for you. Just one relationship can open the doors that will double your sales. So that's a question of, what do we need to do? Is there something we need to do that we're not doing at a strategic level? That's an example. At a tactical level, we want to grow, want to increase our sales. And now we're looking for avenues to reach more customers. Maybe right now you're doing it the traditional way. You're using salespeople, a sales team and things like that. What if you shift to social media? Even in terms of social media, what if you shift to Instagram versus Facebook, or TikTok as against Facebook? Or what if the audience, your customers, are more active on Facebook than on all the other platforms? That's a tactical action. Making the choice to use the right channel to reach your audience, right? And then there are operational level actions that you need to take. In terms of follow-up, for example, it could be that you're not following up enough. People express an interest in buying your product, but then the conversation is lost. You're not following up. People are falling through the cracks. People buy from you the first time and they're not returning to buy from you because you're not making them relevant offers. You're not following up. That's an operational level obstacle. So what do you need to do? You need to identify these things. The third question is, who do we need? Sometimes it's a question of the person. There are key relationships. There are key relationships you need that could totally change the game for you. It could be an access relationship. Somebody who has access to an investor or a bank that will be willing to give you money. You're trying to raise money and somebody can give you access. Somebody that can give you access to a distributor that will make your products more available and more accessible on the market. That is access. Just one person you know. Either the person could be a consultant, the person could be a staff that you hire, the person could be somebody you meet through networking, the person could be a mutual friend or acquaintance. Access, right? There's knowledge, skills, and experience. It still comes back to the talent thing. Maybe you are critically understaffed in a particular area. The staff you have in sales, the staff you have in operations don't quite get it. You need somebody who has done this thing before to improve the chances of helping you hit your sales targets. Until you find the right person, things will not change in your business because it will end up just being business as usual, right? So who do you need? That person, don't forget, can be an employee, can be a business partner. You can bring the person on board as a business partner. Person can be a consultant. The person can be an advisor, right? So who do you need? Of course, there are partnerships, technical partnerships. There are technical partnerships that can significantly improve how your products are perceived in terms of quality, right? There are certain certifications you can get. There can be some important relationships you strike, strategic relationships, even with competitors, that can totally change the game in terms of sales. You can have co-branding partnerships where you bundle your product with something another business sells, a product that is complementary. And all of a sudden, because that other business has customers that you don't have, that can create a new channel for sales, right, for your business. So these are important questions you need to ask, particularly when you are not hitting your targets. What is in the way? And in terms of what is in the way, it could be things that you need, resources that you lack. It could be things you're supposed to be doing, key actions, both at the strategic level, tactical level, and operational level, that you are not taking. It could be key relationships that could open the door for you. So you need to ask these important questions to get closer to the results that you're looking for. If not, if you keep doing the same things over and over again, you will keep getting the same results. If you're interested in learning more about the topics I offer when it comes to starting, building, and growing a business, this is your opportunity to join my community. It's known as the BMG. I provide extensive courses on different topics and challenges that afflict business owners, from how to optimize your profits, how to manage costs, how to boost your sales, how to develop processes, how to scale your business. There's a whole lot that I can teach you. If you want to go deeper into my content, this is your chance. Go to the link on your screen right now, jointhebmg.com.